Can I have the Park League lineup card when you're done with it? If you're done with it. Thank you.
From center field at Lexington High School in Lexington, Mass., this is the Eastern Mass Amateur Baseball Classic on LSP. Today, it's the championship game of the 8th Annual Eastern Mass Amateur Baseball Classic between the Park League and the Yaqui League. Good afternoon, everybody. I'm Sam Feely, ready to bring you the play-by-play story. Both teams coming from behind, starting in the 6th inning to win their respective semifinals today. The Park League scoring 2 runs in the 6th. To take a 2-1 victory over the host Intercity League and win their first ever game in this tournament after 7 years of being eliminated in the semifinals. The Yaqui League was down 4-1 with 5 outs to go before scoring 6 unanswered in the 6th and 7th innings, and they did so with only 3 hits. They drew 5 walks and 3 hit batsmen. So the Park League playing for its first ever championship, the Yawkey League playing for its 3rd. They last won in 2017. So Johnny Felix, the shortstop from the Boston Padres, will lead things off here in the top of the 1st. Felix will be followed by Nick Valicenti and Steve Lambert. Give you the full lineup in just a second. For the Yaqui League, Rob Crawford delivers down and in ball 1. First pitch at 5:13. The speedster Felix with a cannon of an arm at shortstop. Grounds this one to short. It'll be charged by the shortstop Paulino. On to first with kind of a hop throw, but he's safe. And Felix beats out an infield single. So the Park League doesn't want to waste any time, it seems, as here's Nick Valicenti from TJO Sports. First pitch to Valicenti, ground to short, maybe redemption for Paulino, to second for 1, on to first. Got him! Double play. Great stretch at first base by Sambot. Samboy. Sambot, right. 2 down. So the first 2 retired. And that'll bring up Steve Lambert, the left fielder from the Boston A's. Crawford comes set, and the pitch is in there for strike 1. Well, it's not going to be a 4-pitch inning like it was for the Park League starter in the 2nd semifinal. As that was down and away for ball 1. This is ground down the first baseline, foul for strike 2. Hunter Salem had the first 3 batters on 4 pitches in the bottom of the first semifinal, but still a relatively quick inning for the Yaqui League here in the top of the 1st. After half an inning, it is the Park League nothing and the Yaqui League coming up. This is the Eastern Mass Amateur Baseball Classic on LSP. LSP is a proud member of the Avis affiliate program. Use the promo code on your screen or click the link in the video description for up to 30% off your rental from Avis. So now that we have a chance, here is the full starting lineup for the Park League. Johnny Felix leading it off at short, followed by Nick Valicenti at third. Steve Lambert is in left. JT Toledano is at first. Jorge Geronimo is in center. Joe Stackhouse is the DH. Andrew Lindquist is at second. Alex Haslam is in right, and Shane Lake is behind the plate. And on the mound is the side armor Zach Wensley from ADSL.
Pitcher for the Boston Park League is Zach Wensley. Rest of their lineup in the sixth spot, Joe Stackhouse is the DH, batting seventh, second baseman Andrew Lindquist, batting eighth, right fielder Alex Haslam, and batting ninth and behind the plate, Lake.
Curtis Tyrone, Kevin Foley, and Brett Samboy, the top third of the order for the Yaqui League against Wensley here in the bottom of the first.
Leading off for the Yaqui League, third baseman Curtis Tyrone.
Tyrone had a good day at the plate in the first semifinal just now. Let's see what he can do leading off the bottom of the first for the Yawkey League. And that's taken up and away for ball one. The second game of the doubleheader took almost 2 hours and 45 minutes compared to less than 2 hours for the first semifinal between the Park League and the Intercity League. A swing and a miss for strike one. Wensley this year for ADSL is 3-2 with a 3.35 ERA. In 31 1/3 innings, he's allowed 36 hits, 27 runs, 15 of which are earned, walked 9, and struck out 36, as that's fouled off for strike two to even the count. Wensley delivers 2-2 to Tyrone. Slings it high for ball three to fill the count. On the inside corner, strike three called. Tyrone is sat down. He's getting the start at third base after being the shortstop in the first game. Now here's Kevin Foley, the right fielder from the McKay Club Beacons. And Foley takes on the inside corner, strike one, with that slider darting across the zone to the inside corner. Foley grounds this one to the right side. Second baseman has it on to first, a little bit of offline, but it's there for out number two. That'll bring up Brett Samboy.
Third, first baseman Brett Samboy.
Six runs on 3 hits in those last 2 innings for the Yawkey League to get the win over the Cranberry League. There's a nice strong throw across the diamond by the third baseman Valicenti, and the side is retired after one complete and still no score. This is the Eastern Mass Amateur Baseball Classic on LSP.
Batting sixth, center fielder Liam Moreno. Batting seventh, catching Colin Rooney. Batting eighth at second base, Mike Oliveria. And batting ninth in the left field, Ben Lewis. Rob Crawford is on the mound for the Yaqui League.
Rob Crawford out there for a second inning of work, and we'll let you know that advertising opportunities are available on LSP. Get your company's message on air or on localsportsproductions.com for as little as $25 per ad. Visit localsportsproductions.com/advertising or email sam@localsportsproductions.com for more information. Oh, that envelope. Middle third of the order due up for the Park League here in the top of the second with JT Toledano from the Palmer Club to lead things off. Up and away for ball one. Foul tip into the mitt of Rooney for strike one. We've had guest appearances today by Teddy Zuba and Rick DeAngelis and Walter Benson. We want to thank them all for gracing the microphone with their sweet voices throughout the first two games. Wonder who else we could get. Oh, we had Walter on the headset a while ago, or earlier today during the first game. This is smoke down the right field line, and this will be caught by the right fielder over the shoulder catch by Kevin Foley. One down. So here is Jorge Geronimo from the Boston Padres. And he takes up and away for ball one. Geronimo batting .327 with 4 doubles, 2 triples, 2 homers, and 8 RBIs as he fouls that one off for strike one. Geronimo issuing the batting gloves, and the pitch is down and away, 2-1. Geronimo has some really long legs, as you can tell. Takes some really long strides and cover a lot of ground in center field. He grounds this one to the left side, through for a base hit. Second base runner for the Park League. Geronimo, 2 years ago for the Padres, batted .473 with 7 doubles, 7 triples, 2 homers, 35 RBIs, and was 8 for 8 in stolen base attempts. Walt, please tell me you won MVP that year. 2 years ago? He better have. Mike Hart didn't have those numbers in his MVP year. Well, all things considered. Just Johnny Welch didn't hit that high, but he certainly didn't steal that many bases. He certainly had plenty of home runs, 2 and 1. Swing and a miss, looked like a changeup away, 2 and 2. Batter now is Joe Stackhouse, the DH for the Park League. Outside, full count. Let's see if Geronimo gets a head start here. Swing and a miss at a high fastball, and down goes Stackhouse for out number 2. And we're going to have a pitching change as that's going to be the inning cap for Crawford. And he will be replaced by a McKay Club Beacons teammate. And this will be Doug Hartshorn, who we saw briefly in the first semifinal that the Yaqui League played. 6 innings of work, no runs allowed, 3 hits, 9 strikeouts. Want LSP to tape or broadcast your team's games? Rates start just $100 per game. Also ask LSP about streaming your next gaming tournament, wedding, concert, recital, school play, meeting, or other event. Visit localsportsproductions.com/services or email sam@localsportsproductions.com for more information. So the number 7 hitter will be the second baseman from the EI Braves, Andrew Lindquist.
From the EI Braves, second baseman Andrew Lindquist.
And Lindquist hits the first pitch he sees the opposite way for a base hit. So the inning's still alive for the Park League, and that brings up Alex Haslam, the right fielder, also from the EI Braves.
Nice hustle, Blue.
Now batting also from the EI Braves, right fielder Alex Haslam.
Misses outside for ball 1. Fouled off, 1-1. Haslam, part of an EI Braves team that leads the Park League as a team in average at .333. Takes outside, 2-1. Haslam himself, .304, no extra base hits and 5 RBIs, 14 of 14 in stolen base attempts. Three and one. Top of the second. Park League looking to strike first. This is into right center field. That is going to get down for a base hit. Around third is Geronimo. He will score, and up to third on the play goes Lindquist, and it is 1-0. So that'll bring up the number 9 hitter, the catcher from TJO Sports, Shane Lake. Lake dribbles this one down the third baseline, foul for strike 1. Lake, a .373 hitter with 3 doubles, 1 homer, and 16 RBIs. Has an OPS of .945. And he fouls this one off to make it 0-2.
Nice arm, Blue. Hey, good gun. Good gun.
Spiked it. You got Lindquist at third, Haslam at first. Haslam will take off. The pitch is swung on and missed for strike 3. And the side is retired. 1 run scores for the Park League. And after 1.5, it is Park League 1, Yaqui League nothing. This is the Eastern Mass Amateur Baseball Classic on LSP. You can follow LSP on the web at localsportsproductions.com, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, Patreon, and Teespring LSP37, Snapchat LSP Media, and subscribe to the LSP YouTube channel.
In the top of the second for the Park League, 1 run on 3 hits. There were no errors and 2 runners left on base.
New pitcher for the Park League is the lone representative from the town club, James Bussiere. He is a product of Bentley. Bussiere is 1-2 with a .413 ERA. In 20 and a third innings, he's allowed just 7 hits, but 20 runs, 12 which are earned, walked 10, and struck out 22. So he's got a whip of sub-1, but he averages more than a strikeout an inning. But he's got a .413 ERA, but he does have, and has a 1-2 record. So some tough luck for James, but he will try to do his league proud here against the Yaqui League's middle third of the order, Polanco, Paulino, and Moreno. Kenny Polanco. Oh, we're waiting for Polanco. Yep, there he is. Kenny Polanco from the Revere Rockies to lead things off here in the bottom of the second for the Yaqui League. Bussiere with the turn and the pitch, and it's fouled off for strike 1. Park League coming to play today after being 0-7 through the first 7 years of this tournament. Upset the home team Intercity League. Now up 1-0 on the Park League. The two Boston leagues doing battle here for the Eastern Mass Amateur Baseball Classic Championship. Bussiere delivers, and it's up and away, 2-1. This is grounded to the left side. Nice diving stop. The throw is not going to be in time, and it goes out of play. A good effort by Johnny Felix, but that'll be a single and an E6. And the tying run now in scoring position for the Yaqui League, as that brings up Jose Paulino from the East Boston Knights. Upstairs for ball one to Paulino. 250 hitter with 2 doubles and 6 RBIs and 7 steals and 8 attempts for the Knights. Takes inside, and it's 2-0. Fastball taken for strike one. And Bussiere back in the count at 2-1. On deck for the Yawkey League is Liam Moreno from the Brighton Braves. The 2-1. Down and away, squirts away from the catcher Lake and up to third on the wild pitch. Goes Polanco. 3-1 the count now. And that'll just take a fly ball to bring home Polanco to tie the game. Bussiere comes set. And a swing and a miss. Darted away with a slider. And it's a full count. Mentioned Moreno, he's on deck. Center fielder. 3-2. Here it is. Fouled off. Up and in rather for ball four, and that puts runners at the corners. Still nobody out in the inning, and that'll bring up Moreno. Moreno, 471 hitter, 4 doubles, 6 RBIs, and 2 for 2 in stolen base attempts. Paulino can run. As that's down and away, no advance by the runners for ball one. Runner goes, the pitch is hit into center field. Back goes Geronimo to the wall. It is gone, a home run, Liam Moreno, and it is 3-1 Yaqui League. And that could thrust Moreno into the front of the conversation for tournament MVP. Now Colin Rooney. Still nobody out in the inning. And now they're going to step over to third and just make sure that they they stepped on the bag around the bases and Third base umpire says he was safe, so. And that's up and in for ball one to Rooney. Rooney caught all 7 innings, didn't he? Yeah. Up and in, 2-0. Hardly ever see the same catcher catch all innings of a doubleheader. But Rooney's caught 9 of a possible 9 today. Down and in, 3-0. That's in there for strike one. A little bit of a cutter there on the front door. 3-1 the count, with Mike Oliveira due up next. And this is smoked down the left field line, and that is foul. Nearly went back to back, but he was just out in front of it. Couple of very hard hit balls. The full count pitch, here it is. Swing and a miss, strike 3. And Bussiere gets his first out of the inning. I'll bring up Mike Oliveira, the second baseman.
Second baseman, Mike Oliveira.
Oliveira for the East Boston Knights. Takes inside ball one, and it pops off the mitt of Lake. Oliveira, .273 hitter with 1 double, 5 RBIs, and 4 steals in as many attempts. Strike on the outside corner to even the count. Slider misses outside, 2-1. Three and one. Bussiere having a hard time finding the zone as there's action warming for the Park League. Looks like Dave Volanti from the EI Braves. This is lined up the middle, and unable to haul it in is Bussiere, and that'll be a 1-out single for Oliveira. Now the number 9 hitter, Ben Lewis.
Left fielder, Ben Lewis.
That's low for ball one. Lewis, a .313 hitter for the Al Thomas Athletics. Second on the team in RBIs with 12. He's also got 3 doubles. Up and in, 2-0. Inside, 3-0. With Volanti just about done with his warm-up tosses, Bussiere may be pulled if he can't get this batter. The leadoff hitter, Tyrone, on deck. A 4-pitch walk.
Brings up the top of the order, third baseman Curtis Tyrone.
So first and second, only one out for Curtis Tyrone. Fastball just missed down and away, ball one. Olivier at second, Lewis at first. On the outside corner, strike one. And you call the Yaqui League basically one of the two Boston leagues, but of course they have franchises in Stoneham, like the Stoneham Sabres that Tyrone is representing, in Revere, the Revere Rockies that Kenny Polanco is representing. That's skied into left center, and Geronimo will make the catch for the second out. And now Kevin Foley from the McKay Club Beacons. He's got the American flag socks going here on All-Star Day. And he skies this one into right field, and an over-the-shoulder catch by the right fielder, Haslam, for the out that retires, as I've seen two phenomenal over-the-shoulder catches by the right fielders in this game. So, the Yaqui League scores 3 but leaves 2 after 2 complete. Yaqui League leads 3-1. This is the Eastern Mass Amateur Baseball Classic on LSP. The LSP store is now open. Get yourself a DVD copy of most past LSP video broadcasts or one of several different designs of stickers or shirts, including the LSP hoodie and the Never Concede Collection. Visit localsportsproductions.com/store after the game to place your order. Top of the third, it'll be the top third of the order due up for the Park League. Johnny Felix, Nick Felicenti, and Steve Lambert. Felix flares the first one, foul to the left and out of play. Did he make the catch? Nope. Left fielder Lewis gave it a run. Didn't think he was going to get there, and he didn't. For strike one. Just got word that the Red Sox have acquired Andrew Kashner from the Orioles. It's interesting. 1-1. And this is flared into center field. Few steps out, few steps in for Moreno, who makes the catch for out number 1. That'll bring up Nick Valicenti, the third baseman. Grounded into a double play his last time up. And he swings and misses for strike 1. Low for ball 1 to even the count. Just missed the outside corner. Looked like a change up there, but it's 2-1. Three and one. With the number 3 hitter, Steve Lambert, on deck. Outside for ball 4. Park League has a 1-out base runner. And that'll bring up Steve Lambert.
Fielder Steve Lambert.
Lambert takes what looked like a changeup down the heart of the plate for strike 1. Could have been a pitch to hammer. He grounds this one to the left side. It's going to be a tough play. Tyrone! And he throws it out of play. So second and third, 1 out after the error. And now JT Toledano with a chance to tie the game with a base hit. And he comes up empty. Good off-speed pitch there for strike 1. First baseman Samboy is in, and that is low for ball 1 to even the count. Samboy's in on the lip of the infield grass, but Tyrone is not. In fact, the entire infield is not in. The rest of the infield isn't in. This is dribbled down the third base foul line for strike 2. Swing and a miss. Change up down and away for strike 3. So now it'll be up to Jorge Geronimo.
From the Boston Padres, center fielder Jorge Geronimo.
Geronimo just needs a base hit to tie this ball game, but there are 2 out. And there's another changeup down the middle that the Park League batters take for strike 1. This is fouled off for strike 2. Is it possible that Hartshorn can get out of this unscathed. Not with that fastball up and away. Ball 1. More McKay Club action in the bullpen for the Yaqui League. This is flared down the right field line, and this is going to get foul. Outside, ball 2. Grounded to the left side. Tyrone tags the runner going to third for the out that retires the side. Heads up play by Tyrone, not risking allowing Geronimo to beat that one out or throwing it out of play. The side is retired. The Park League does not score after 2.5. It is still the Yawkey League 3 and the Park League 1. This is the Eastern Mass Amateur Baseball Classic on LSP.
In the top of the third for the Park League, no runs, 1 hit. There was 1 error and 2 runners left on base.
LSP's next broadcast is Tuesday night at 7:55 p.m. when the Lexington Blue Sox host the Melrose Americans. Watch the game live at localsportsproductions.com/live, then stream the game the next day at localsportsproductions.com/on-demand or on the LSP YouTube channel, or buy DVD of the game at the LSP store.
Now pitching for the Park League, number 12 from the EI Braves, Dave Volante.
Dave Volante from the EI Braves will take over on the mound for the Park League. Volante 3-0 with a .335 ERA. In 23 innings, he's allowed 23 hits, 12 runs, 11 of which are earned, walked 6, struck out 22, and surrendered 1 home run. Doesn't appear to be any other changes for the Park League, so here we go to the bottom of the third. And Brett Samboy will lead things off.
Leading off for the Yaqui League, first baseman Brett Samboy.
And that's high from Volante for ball 1. Two and 0. Three and 0 to Samboy, to be followed by Kenny Polanco and Jose Paulino. Four-pitch walk.
The designated hitter, Kenny Polanco.
Here is Kenny Polanco, who reached base and scored last inning on the home run. And he takes strike 1. That's fouled off, and that'll make it 0-2 to the DH from the Revere Rockies. Samboy off of first, and that's low for ball one. Samboy not a threat to run. He's not attempted to stolen base this year. A feeble swing and a miss by Polanco, and that's out number one. Now Jose Paulino.
Shortstop, Jose Paulino.
And he fouls that one off for strike one. Couldn't have asked for a better day for this All-Star tournament. There have been a couple of times where the championship game has been shortened due to rain, and even times when we've had co-champions because we couldn't play the championship game at all because of rain. One and two. The Yaqui League beat the Cranberry League 7-6 in 3 innings in the championship game in 2013. Swing and a miss. So after a 4-pitch walk, back-to-back Ks. The Intercity League beat the Cranberry League in a rain-shortened game in 5 innings.
Center fielder, Liam Moreno.
That was in 2016. So here is Liam Moreno looking for a repeat performance of his home run last at-bat as he takes down an away ball one. The highest scoring game in this tournament was the semifinal between the Yawkey League and the Park League at Campanelli Stadium in Brockton on July 14th of 2014, in which the final score of that game was 15-10. This big towering pop-up drops foul to our left. Strike one. But we had the highest scoring game back in 2014. We had the lowest scoring game of this tournament's history this afternoon when the Park League beat the Intercity League 2-1. Previous low was a 4-0 win by the Cranberry League in the championship game over the Yaqui League in 2014. Fouled off for strike one. And the Cranberry League beating the Yaqui League again in a low-scoring game, 3-1 in one of the semifinals in 2016. There have been 2 walk-off wins in this tournament's history. Cranberry League beat the Intercity League in a semifinal 8-7 in 2014. And also beat the Cranberry League, also beat the Intercity League 8-7 in the semifinal in 2017. And the final, and that one ended on a bases-loaded walk. Curveball just, oh no, he did get the inside corner for strike three. So what a comeback there by Valenti. Walks the first guy on 4 pitches and then strikes out the next 3.
Attention, ladies and gentlemen, there is a Honda CR-V, mass license plate 972 YTT. The car is running.
So after 3 complete, still 3-1 Yawkey League. This is the Eastern Mass Amateur Baseball Classic on LSP. LSP is a proud member of the Avis Affiliate Network. Use the promo code on your screen or click the link in the description for up to 30% off your next rental from Avis. Joe Stackhouse from Mass Envelope
Defensive changes for the Yaqui League in right
will lead things off.
and at first base, Devins and Tilly.
A couple of defensive changes for the Yawkey League as Patrick Yee takes over in right field. This is a little nubber in front of the mound. Safe. Stackhouse beats out an infield single. So I mentioned Yee in right field. Also, Devin Santilli taking over at first base for Brett Samboy. So Stackhouse with the single, and now Andrew Lindquist. And he swings and misses for strike one. Good curveball there. This is grounded to second, could be two. To second for one, on to first, not in time. So Stackhouse is retired 4-6, and that brings up Alex Haslam. And we're going to have a pitching change coming to you from center field at Lexington High School, Lexington, Mass. Yawkey League 3, Park League 1. This is the Eastern Mass Amateur Baseball Classic on LSP. Advertising opportunities are available on LSP. Get your company's message on air or on localsportsproductions.com for as little as $25 per ad. Visit localsportsproductions.com/advertising or email sam@localsportsproductions.com for more information. New pitcher for the Yaqui League is Simon Gonzalez from the McKay Club Beacons. 1-0 in 3 appearances with a .336 ERA in 8 1/3 innings. He's allowed 8 hits, 6 runs, 4 of which are earned, walked 7, and struck out 6. He's also hit 2 batters and thrown 2 wild pitches. Gonzalez's lone win came on June 7th against the Stoneham Sabres, in which he went 5 innings, allowed 5 hits, 5 runs, 3 of which were earned, walked 5, and struck out 5. So clearly, 5s were wild for Gonzalez that day. Gonzalez has also batted for the McKay Club Beacons this year. He's batted .207 with 1 double, 1 RBI, 2 walks, and 7 strikeouts, and even stolen a base. So here is Alex Haslam, the right fielder. Runner at first, 1 down here in the top of the 4th. Yaqui League leading 3-1, trying to claim their 3rd Eastern Mass Amateur Baseball Classic championship, and Gonzalez gets strike 1. Fouled off, and Haslam is behind 0-2. Action warming in the Park League bullpen, as it looks like Nick Nesh from TJO Sports. This is grounded to short. Paulino's got it to second for 1. On to first, safe. So another failed turn, thanks to some hustling down the line by Haslam. I mean, we've talked about his speed. today. 2 down, still a runner at first, and here is Shane Lake, the catcher.
Shane Lake from TJO Sports.
Some other tournament notes for you. The largest win, as that is just outside for ball one, the largest win in this tournament's history was the semifinal in which the Intercity League beat the Park League in 2015 14-2. Runner takes off for second. The throw down to second. Not in time, and it goes to center field, and Haslam's on his way to third. Strike on the inside corner. This is a little looper over to first. Santilli! Well, he made the catch. He was going over to first just to make sure, but he got the good news from the first base umpire, and the side is retired. Still 3-1 Yaqui League as we're halfway home. This is the Eastern Mass Amateur Baseball Classic on LSP. Want LSP to tape or broadcast your team's games? Rates start just $100 per game. Also ask LSP about streaming your next gaming tournament, wedding, concert recital, school play, meeting, or other event. Visit localsportsproductions.com/services or email sam@localsportsproductions.com for more information. A new pitcher as promised is Nick Naish from TJO Sports. Naish has made 7 appearances for TJO Sports this year. 3-2 with a 2.58 ERA in 38 innings. He's allowed 44 hits, 24 runs, 14 of which are earned, walked 17, struck out 28, surrendered 2 home runs, hit 3 batters, and thrown 1 wild pitch. Colin Rooney to lead things off here in the bottom of the fourth against Nesh. The left-hander against the right-hander Rooney. Swing and a miss for strike 1. Bunch of other changes for the Park League. Jack McLaughlin taking over at first. Maynell Fuentes at center. Kyle Boudres is going to take over in the DH slot for Joe Stackhouse. Tim Noon is now in at right field. Relay some others to you in a second. Second baseman and shortstop remain the same. 2-1. Eddie Riley is now at third base. Swing and a miss at a pitch down and away, 2-2. Swing and a miss, blew the fastball by him, and there's one down. Now Mike Oliveira for his second at-bat. Curveball misses high for ball one. This is grounded up the middle, fielded by the second baseman Lindquist on to first in time. Great play by Lindquist and the stretch by McLaughlin. Now Ben Lewis, the left fielder from the Al Thomas Athletics, takes a curveball outside for ball one. Down and away, 2-0. Foul tip into the mitt of Lake for strike one. Bottom of the fourth, Yaqui League leading 3-1. All their runs coming on a home run by Liam Moreno in the second. Now the count is even at 2-2. Slider here. Change up. And it's swung on and missed for strike three, and the side is retired. After four complete, still 3-1 Yaqui League. This is the Eastern Mass Amateur Baseball Classic on LSP. You can follow LSP on the web at localsportsproductions.com, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, Patreon, and Teespring LSP37, Snapchat LSP Media, and subscribe to the LSP YouTube channel. One defensive change for the Yawkey League as Miguel Gonzalez is taken over at second base for Mike Oliveira.
Defensive change for the Yaqui League. Miguel Gonzalez is now playing second base. Leading off from the Boston Padres for the Park League, shortstop Johnny Felix.
Here's Johnny Felix. Top third of the order due up here in the top of the fifth. And Simon Gonzalez misses down and away for ball one. This is skied into center field. Back goes Moreno, makes the catch.
Now batting third baseman Eddie Riley.
We'll bring up Eddie Riley from ADSL. Took over defensively last inning for Nick Valicenti. Riley takes one up in his grill for ball one. Riley, a .370 hitter with 4 doubles, 2 homers, and 9 RBIs. Swing and a miss, strike one. Downstairs 2-1. Fastball sails high. It's 3-1. Tying run currently in the on-deck circle for ADSL. Grounder to the left side. Tyrone's got it. Wrong throw to first, 2 down. Now Steve Lambert, the left fielder. His third trip to the plate.
For the Boston Athletics.
Popped up a mile high on the infield. Gonzalez is calling for it. And he makes the catch for a 1-2-3 inning. After 4 1/2, still 3-1 Yaqui League. This is the Eastern Mass Amateur Baseball Classic on LSP. The LSP store is now open. Get yourself a DVD copy of most past LSP video broadcasts or one of several group designs of stickers and shirts, including the LSP hoodie and the Never Concede Collection. Visit localsportsproductions.com/store after the game to place your order. I'm still out in Worcester. Honestly, I'm not going to get a much better deal given my situation. Although, I wish my roommates would clean up after themselves more. Bottom of the 5th. No worries. Curtis Tyrone leading it off. And he takes a curveball down and away for ball one.
Curtis Tyrone leading off the bottom of the 5th for the Yaqui League.
Fouls this one to the left and out of play. And that evens the count at 1-1. Fouled off, 1-2. Be Tyrone, Yee, and Santilli due up here in the bottom of the 5th. Breaking ball in there for strike 3 called. So that'll bring up Patrick Yee from the Savin Hill Dodgers. Yee batting .219 with 1 double and 3 RBIs. And that looked like a curveball he didn't get on top of for ball 1. Outside, 2-0. Foul to the right, and that'll get out of play. He's still ahead in the count, 2-1. Outside, 3-1 to the newly entered right fielder for the Yaqui League. Inside corner, full count. Yaqui League looking for their third Eastern Mass Amateur Baseball Classic Championship, as I've said. He draws a walk. 1 on, 1 out. Now Devin Santilli from the Charlestown Townies. And it looks like we're going to have a pinch runner at first. And it's going to be Mike Gilardi from the Brighton Braves. So Gilardi pinch runs at first after Yee draws the walk, and now Santilli takes way inside for ball 1. Up and away, ball 2. Gilardi, by the way, a .298 hitter this season with 2 doubles, 9 RBIs, and 2 of 2 in stolen base attempts. He's really looking like he's raring to go. He does not go, and the ball and pitch is outside for ball 3. Kenny Polanco on deck. This is popped up. Infielders converging. McLaughlin dropped it, and they'll get the out at first. Now they go to second. Double play! Something about the Park League first baseman making brilliant defensive plays today. That keeps the Yawkey League off the scoreboard in the bottom of the 5th. We go to the 6th. It is still 3-1 Yawkey League. This is the Eastern Mass Amateur Baseball Classic on LSP. LSP's next broadcast is Tuesday night at 7:55 p.m. when the Lexington Blue Sox host the Melrose Americans. Watch the game live at localsportsproductions.com/live, then stream the game the next day at localsportsproductions.com/on-demand or on the LSP YouTube channel, or buy a DVD of the game at the LSP store. The Yaqui League is 2-2 in the championship games of this tournament. Mentioned the 7-6 win in 3 innings over the Cranberry League in 2013. And they lost to the Cranberry League 4-0 in 2014. Lost to the Intercity League 6-3 in 2015. Excuse me, they beat the Cranberry League 7-6 in 3 innings in 13. Lost to the Cranberry League 4-0 in 2014. Lost to the Intercity League 6-3 in 2015. Beat the Cranberry League 4-3 in 2017. This is, of course, unfamiliar territory for the Park League. This is their first time ever playing in the championship game after getting their first win in their history in this tournament earlier today over the Intercity League 2-1. Jack McLaughlin from the EI Braves will lead things off here on the top of the 6th. First pitch misses for ball 1, and it's a new pitcher from the McKay Club Beacons. And up and away, 2-1. Foul straight back, 2-2. Starlin Morel is the new pitcher for the Yaqui League, as that is outside ball 3. Starlin has made 9 appearances for the McKay Club Beacons, as opposed to a 2-2 record with a 3.33 ERA in 21 innings. As that misses for ball 4, he's allowed 14 hits, 12 runs, 10 of which are earned, walked 17, struck out 14, surrendered 1 home run, hit 4 batters, and thrown 3 wild pitches. So Starlin Morel, S-T-A-R-L-Y-N. Morel, M-O-R-E-L, as that's on the outside corner for strike 1 to Maynell Fuentes. This is popped up. Ball 1, 1-2. This is grounded, line to short, the throw back to first. Not in time, 1 down. That's the rule when you're newly entered into the game, the first ball finds you, and that happened just now to Mike Griffin. So it's Griffin in at short, Paulino moving from short to third. Alec Toro is in at left, as this is smoked down the first baseline, foul. Here's Kyle Boudrace batting with a 2-1 count. And he smokes this one to right, but that will hook foul. 2-2. That's probably the hardest hit ball the Park League have had all day today. So 2-2 the count to Boudrace. Inside for ball 3. Why is that? I guess. Walter says thanks for the vote of confidence, Carter. Ball 4. Park League has gained a fan. First and second, 1 out. That puts the tying run at first for Andrew Lindquist, and now we're going to have another pitching change. This is, figure this out. This looks like Ben Isaac from the Brighton Braves. So we have a pitching change coming to you from center field at Lexington High School in Lexington, Mass. Yaqui League 3, Park League 1. This is the Eastern Mass Amateur Baseball Classic on LSP. LSP is now a proud member of the Avis affiliate program. Use the promo code on your screen or click the link in the video description for up to 30% off your next rental from Avis. Ben Isaac, the new pitcher for the Yaqui League from the Brighton Braves. Isaac's pitching, but he has not pitched at all in a regular season game for the Brighton Braves. Only stats we have on him are batting stats. For what it's worth, he's batted .286 with 3 doubles and 2 RBIs and a .405 on base percentage. Isaak is his last name, Ben Isaac. Right, from the Brighton Braves.
Now pitching for the Yaqui League. From the Brighton Braves, Ben Isaac. Batting for the Park League, second baseman Eric Ma. From the Yaqui Braves.
So Eric Ma from the EI Braves will take over. And if he can find a gap, he can tie this game for the Park League. And he takes high, ball 1. Ma taking over for Andrew Lindquist. Ma, .271 hitter this year with 2 doubles, 1 triple, and 10 RBIs. Fourth on the team in that category, behind Alex Haslam, Jack McLaughlin, and Hector Cosillon. Upstairs for ball 2. Tim Noon is on deck from TJO Sports. 3-0. And if Ma can get on base, that would put the tying run in scoring position for Noon. Fastball taken all the way for strike 1. This is popped up into left field, and this will be caught by the left fielder, Alec Toro, for out number 2. So that keeps the tying run at first. And now another pitching change for the Yaqui League, as Isaac, who has not thrown an inning this year in regular season play, gets an out. A big one there. So we have another pitching change come to you from center field at Lexington High School in Lexington, Mass. Yaqui League 3, Park League 1. This is the Eastern Mass Amateur Baseball Classic on LSP. Advertising opportunities are available on LSP. Get your company's message on air or on localsportsproductions.com for as little as $25 per ad. Visit localsportsproductions.com/advertising or email Sam at localsportsproductions.com for more information. The new pitcher for the Yawkey League is Kevin Michael from the East Boston Knights. Michael is a record of 0-1 with 1 save and a 1.75 ERA. In 12 innings of work, he's allowed 13 hits, 3 earned runs, walked 2, and struck out 8. Last pitch 4 nights ago against Charlestown, took the loss in 4 innings, allowing 5 hits, 1 run, no walks, and 2 strikeouts. His save came on July 2nd against Stoneham, went 2 innings, allowed 2 hits, 1 run, walked nobody, and struck out 3. All right, so Tim Noon tasked with bringing home at least 1 here. Park League down to their final 4 outs. They have first and second, 2 out against the new pitcher, Kevin Michael. Now Michael will step off and cycle through the signs again with the catcher, Colin Rooney. On the outside corner for strike 1. Just missed the outside corner with a fastball, 1-1. Michael comes set. And this is grounded to third. It'll be fielded there by Paulino. No, he didn't get it? Wow. Jeez. Wow. An E5. Wow. Mike Davis from Archbishop Williams. Don't know if he played with Mark Leary, but he can bring home the tying run if he can get a base hit. Tying run at second, go ahead run at first. Inside for ball 1. Johnny Felix on deck. Swing and a miss, 1-1. Noon at first, Ma at second. This is a little looper, and this will be caught by the first baseman, Santilli, for the out that retires the side. Now we've got our third out. 5.5 in the books, 3-1 Yaqui League. This is the Eastern Mass Amateur Baseball Classic on LSP. Want LSP to tape or broadcast your team's games? Rates start just $100 per game. Also ask LSP about streaming your next gaming tournament, wedding, concert, recital, school play, meeting, or other event. Visit localsportsproductions.com/services or email sam@localsportsproductions.com for more information. So Nick Cortapatri will take over on the mound for the Park League from the Palmer Club. Pitched in game 1 of this tournament against the Intercity League. He will face Polanco, Paulino, and Moreno due up. Kenny Polanco from the Revere Rockies. Got the purple cleats at all. Polanco takes on the outside corner, strike 1. Yaqui League 3 outs away, 3 defensive outs away from their third Eastern Mass Amateur Baseball Classic Championship, which would tie them with the Intercity League for the most in this tournament's 8-year history. Park League hoping to score 2 in the top of the 7th as much as they would need at this moment to prolong it, hopefully hang on and maybe win their first ever title. Park League defeated the Intercity League 2-1 for being down 1-0 going into the 6th. In the first semifinal, then the Yaqui League, who were down 4-1, down to their final 5 outs, scored 6 runs in the final 2 innings to pull away from the Cranberry League 7-4. And they scored those 6 runs with just 3 hits. Full count. Right now, the difference in this game is a 3-run home run in the 2nd inning by Liam Moreno. And that is held up. Fouled off. And combined with Moreno's performance in the semifinal against the Cranberry League, he looks like the front runner for tournament MVP. The payoff pitch again. Fouled off again. A couple of folks walking down the gravel path down the first base line and blissfully unaware of that foul ball coming towards them or the right fielder. Noon. 3-2 again. Curveball lined into right center field over the leaping second baseman Ma for a base hit. That was hit a little too tall for the jump of Ma. And it looks like we're going to have a pinch runner for Polanco. And this will be Scott Arnold from the McKay Club. Arnold, a .308 hitter, 1 double, 9 RBIs, and 2 of 2 in stolen base attempts. Now Jose Paulino. Foul tips it for strike 1.
Scott Arnold is pinch running at first for the Yaqui League. The batter is Jose Paulino.
Throw back to first. And Arnold back safely. Another throw back to first. Arnold back safely again. Breaking ball fouled off, and it's 0-2. Again, Arnold's just 2 of 2 in stolen base attempts. He's drawing a lot of attention, as that could be an insurance run standing at first. Swing and a miss, strike 3. Paulino blown away. And now here's the man of the hour. Liam Moreno, whose 3-run jack to left center in the second inning has been all the Yawkey League has needed to this point. Runner goes, and it's fouled off for strike 1.
Batting for the Yaqui League. For the Brighton Braves, Liam Moreno.
Another throw back to first. Well, Arnold did take off with the first pitch of this at-bat, so he's definitely thinking about running. And he's gotten his uniform pretty dirty in the process. Slider misses, 1-1. Foul tipped. Unable to hang on to it is Davis, but with strike 2, it doesn't matter. Arnold takes off. The pitch is down and away. Throw down to second. Offline. And it's a stolen base for Arnold. So 2-2 the count. And now an insurance run standing in scoring position for Moreno. Driven deep to center. Back goes Fuentes. He did it again. Second home run of the game for Liam Moreno, and it is 5-1. That was a hanging curveball that he punished pretty much to the same spot where he hit his first. So here is Colin Rooney, who's caught all 13 innings today, and he takes high ball 1. Two and 0. Fouled off, and it's 2 and 1. I'd say that's an MVP-worthy performance. Yeah, well, the Park League has 3 more outs to try and reverse that. Popped up. Shallow right. Ma makes the catch, 2 down. Now Miguel Gonzalez. Gonzalez, a .486 hitter with 2 doubles and 13 RBIs and 7 of 7 in stolen base attempts. Well, you got him batting in the 8th slot. Strike 1 on the outside corner. It'll be the top third of the order due up for the Park League in the top of the 7th. That misses up and in for ball 1. Felix, Riley, and Lambert. Breaking ball misses up and in, 2 and 1. That is fouled off, 2 and 2. The Yaqui League can taste it. Won in 2013 and 2017. And here they are up 5-1 with all the runs driven in by Liam Moreno. Low for ball 3 to fill the count. And there's a pinch hitter for Alec Toro on deck. This is lined. Oh, what a diving catch by the first baseman, McLaughlin. He's made some fantastic defensive plays today, but unfortunately, that won't cancel the 2-run jack by Liam Moreno. He's got 2 homers and 5 RBIs in this game. We go to the top of the 7th, closing time for the Yawkey League. It is the Yawkey League 5 and the Park League 1. This is the Eastern Mass Amateur Baseball Classic on LSP. You can follow LSP on the web at localsportsproductions.com, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, Patreon, and Teespring LSP37, Snapchat LSP Media, and subscribe to the LSP YouTube channel. Kevin Michael back out there to try and finish the save. Hockey League 3 outs away from their 3rd Eastern Mass Amateur Baseball Classic Championship. Tie them with the Intercity League for the most of this tournament's history. The Park League trying to mount a comeback. They need 4 runs to prolong this game. kudos to Colin Rooney for catching all 14 innings the Yaqui League has played today. And that's in back-to-back games. Remember, the Yaqui League played the second semifinal. So here's Johnny Felix to lead things off.
Now for the Park League in the 7th inning, Johnny Felix.
And that's fouled off for strike one. We have this is grounded to the left side and through for a base hit, and that's what you want. If you're the Park League, get the leadoff man on. Cam Brooks has taken over at second base for Miguel Gonzalez.
Cam Brooks is now playing second base for the Yaqui League. Adding for the Park League, third baseman Eddie Riley.
Now Eddie Riley. The tying run for the Park League is still in the dugout. That just misses the inside corner for ball one. Throw down to second will be held onto as it was bobbled by Rooney. Stolen base for Felix. 1-1 the count. Now a runner in scoring position. Swing and a miss, 1-2. Got him with a slider there. Felix off of second. The pitch, fouled off. Steve Lambert on deck for the Park League, and Jack McLaughlin behind him. That skips to the backstop, and up to third on the wild pitch goes Felix, and it is 2-2. Swing and a miss, strike three. One down here in the top of the seventh. I'll bring up Steve Lambert, the left fielder. Curveball misses outside for ball one. This is rifled down the third baseline, but foul. For strike one. Looks like we have a new first baseman. And Corey Albany is right now at first for the Yawkey League. So an all Savin Hill Dodgers left side of the infield. This is grounded right to Albanese, bobbles it! And everybody's going to be safe, and now the throw gets away, and now it gets away from the catcher. But Lambert ran through and didn't see any of it, so he doesn't get a chance to go up to second. It got away from the pitcher, Michael. Then it got away from the catcher, Rooney. So runner at first, one down, a run home. That's an RBI. And that is fouled off for strike one by Jack McLaughlin. McLaughlin's made some fantastic plays at first base defensively. And he's hoping, well, the Park League's hoping he's got something in his bat to match that defensive prowess. Lambert short lead at first, they'll throw back. It's back standing. Lambert is 3 for 3 in stolen base attempts this year. Strike two on the low outside corner. Just missed the inside corner, 1-2. The tying run now in the on-deck circle for the Park League. That's in the person of Manuel Fuentes. Fouled off onto Worthen Road. This is into center field. Back goes Moreno, makes the catch. 2 down. Now Manuel Fuentes, the last hope for the Park League. Single game record. All right. That's on the inside corner for strike one. So assuming this score holds, Liam Moreno's going to be our MVP, and his 2 home runs are, as far as we know, the only time that's happened for one player in a game in this tournament. As this is grounded to third, gobbled up by Paulino, and the throw is out of play. I thought he could have had Lambert at second. But instead, that puts runners at second and third. 2 out. And Kyle Boudreaux could tie it with one swing of the bat. And he put a charge into his last at-bat, although it was pulled well foul. But if this score holds, well it's not going to change the fact that Liam Moreno now has 2 home runs and 5 RBIs, which are both single-game records in this tournament. Boudreaux takes up and away, ball 1. Now it gets interesting. That was the second 2-out routine ground ball that Paulino misplayed. The first went through his wickets last inning. That one sailed out of play. Brings the tying run to the plate in Boudreaux. And he was looking to tie it right there with that swing, but came up empty, and it's 2-1. If he gets a base hit here, it would cut the deficit to 1. With Fuentes' speed, he can beat out pretty much anything. This is chopped up the middle. It's through for a base hit. Here comes Fuentes. It's a 1-run game. Boy, how large does that second home run by Moreno loom now? And now we've got a pinch runner for the Park League. They're going to pinch run for Boudreaux, and it's Garrett Siegel. And Siegel, as that catches the inside corner for strike one. Siegel has not attempted a stolen base this year. In fact, he's primarily a pitcher. But they apparently want his speed here. 0-2 to Eric Ma. This is into center field. Moreno makes the catch. And the Yaqui League has its third Eastern Mass Amateur Baseball Classic title. It got interesting at the end, but Liam Moreno, the tournament MVP, makes the catch for the final out. And the Yaqui League defeats the Park League 5-4. Although congratulations should definitely go out to the Yaqui League, to the Park League for making it to the championship game for their first time in the 8-year history of this tournament. We're gonna step aside here and have the presentation of the Louis D. DiTullio Memorial Trophy.
Yeah, sure. No, I think you might.
All right, folks, if we could have the Yawkey League line up on home plate, please. First of all, hearty congratulations to the Park League for their first ever win in this tournament earlier today, defeating Kansas City League 2-1. Both teams with comeback wins in the semifinals to get to the championship game. And one of the best offensive performances we've ever seen in the history of this tournament is by tournament MVP Liam Moreno. Liam, to accept the Louis D. DiTullio Memorial Trophy as MVP of the tournament on behalf of your Eastern Mass Amateur Baseball Classic champions for the third time. Down your final 5 outs. You scored 6 runs in the final 2 innings against the Cranberry League with just 3 hits. And then a couple of big bombs by Moreno. You guys definitely deserve this. Congratulations. Fans who came out here for the 8th annual Eastern Mass Amateur Baseball Classic and the first held at Lexington High School since 2012. Thanks again to the Yawkey League, the Cranberry League, the Park League, and the Inter-City League, and all the fans of the respective leagues and their teams. If you want to watch a replay of all these games, the replays are at localsportsproductions.com. There's a banner with the URL outside the home bullpen. And thanks for coming out, everybody, and please drive home safely. Again, your 2019 Eastern Mass Amateur Baseball Classic champions, the Yaqui League.
a good job. My parents listened to the whole game with you commentating.
Liam Moreno, the tournament MVP, as the Yaqui League hangs on for the 5-4 win over the Park League in the championship game of the 2019 Eastern Mass Amateur Baseball Classic. So with that said, there's been a presentation of local sports production serving Greater Boston student athletes since 2011. Copyright 2019, unauthorized redistribution of any portion of this broadcast without the express written permission of local sports productions is strictly prohibited. A reminder that LSP is now a proud member of the Avis affiliate program. Use the promo code on your screen or click the link in the description for up to 30% off your next rental from Avis. LSP's next broadcast is Tuesday night at 7:55 p.m. when the Lexington Blue Sox host the Melrose Americans. Watch the game live at localsportsproductions.com/live and stream the game the next day at localsportsproductions.com/on-demand or on the LSP YouTube channel or buy a DVD of the game at the LSP store. And be sure to follow LSP on the web, localsportsproductions.com, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, Patreon, and Teespring LSP37, Snapchat LSP Media, and subscribe to the LSP YouTube channel. Once again, the final score from center field at Lexington High School, Lexington, Mass. It is the Yawkey League 5 and the Park League 4. The Yawkey League claiming their third Eastern Mass Amateur Baseball Classic Championship. For Rick DeAngelis, Walter Benson, and Teddy Zuba, my name is Sam Feely, reminding you freelance isn't free. Thanks for tuning in.